The air in Willow Creek's town square crackled with anticipation. It wasn't the annual pie-eating contest, nor the fiddling competition that drew the crowds this year. No, this was the day of the great annual spoon-bending competition. The prize: a single, unassuming, perfectly ordinary stainless steel teaspoon. You'd think such a mundane prize wouldn't attract much attention, but you'd be wrong. This wasn't just any teaspoon, it was the coveted champion's teaspoon passed down through generations of competitors. The rules were simple. Bend the spoon. The most impressive bend, judged on factors such as angle, elegance, and the sheer audacity of the feat, would claim victory. This year's contestants were a motley crew. There was old Sealers, a wizened man with hands like gnarled oak branches, a veteran of countless competitions. Beside him stood young Millie, a prodigy whose nimble fingers seemed to dance over the metal. Then there was Bartholomew, a burly blacksmith known for his iron grip, and Agnes, a retired librarian whose quiet demeanor belied her surprising strength. Each competitor stepped up to the table, a single stainless steel spoon placed before them. The silence was deafening, broken only by the occasional nervous cough or the rustle of clothing. Sealers, first in line, approached with a determined glint in his eye. He grasped the spoon with surprising strength, his knuckles turning white. He strained, his face contorting with effort, but the spoon remained stubbornly straight. The crowd gasped. Sealers, the reigning champion for the past 5 years, had failed. Millie next approached with grace and precision. Her small hands moved with a mesmerizing fluidity. With a series of delicate twists and turns, she managed to create a gentle curve in the spoon's handle. A murmur rippled through the crowd. It was a skillful bend, but would it be enough? Bartholomew the blacksmith approached with brute force. He grabbed the spoon with a grip that could crush granite. He roared with exertion, his muscles bulging, but the spoon, surprisingly resilient, showed only the slightest of imperfections. His face reddened. The crowd was amused. He was known for his strength, not his finesse. Agnes, the quiet librarian, was the last contender. She took her place with an air of calm confidence. Her movements were slow and deliberate, almost meditative. Slowly, steadily, she began to bend the spoon. The crowd watched, completely silent. She didn't use brute force. Instead, she seemed to coax the metal into submission, applying pressure at strategic points. With a final, almost imperceptible twist, she created a graceful, almost impossible curve. The spoon resembled a question mark, perfectly formed. A collective gasp went up from the crowd. Agnes's bend was nothing short of spectacular. It was a masterpiece of subtle strength and artistry. The judges, 3 respected elders of Willow Creek, exchanged knowing glances. Their verdict was unanimous. Agnes was the champion. The crowd erupted in cheers. Agnes, usually so reserved, blushed slightly as she accepted her prize, the perfectly average, utterly mundane, yet fiercely coveted stainless steel teaspoon. It wasn't about the prize itself, of course. It was about the tradition, the challenge, the thrill of competition, the pride of victory. It was about the legacy of the great annual spoon-bending competition, a testament to the enduring human spirit's fascination with the simple act of bending metal. The next year's competition already felt close. Would Sealers return? Would Millie hone her skills? Would Bartholomew develop his subtlety? And would Agnes be able to defend her title? The anticipation was palpable. The story of the spoon continued, and Willow Creek eagerly awaited the next chapter. The quiet town was ready for another year of bending spoons. The tradition was not going to end. It will continue and continue and continue.